what is going on, YouTube? I am back, Jeff here, with another top 5 video. Like I said in my last video, I need to speed things up because the NFL preseason is upon us. First game Sunday, and I still have a lot more videos to do, so I'm going to try to get as many of these out there as I can. So this is my top 5 tight end video, and I'm just going to hop right into it. So at number 5, I have Jermichael Finley of the Green Bay Packers. Excuse me. Finley had a somewhat disappointing season last year. He really was really did not have that season of which I thought he could last year. But I think this year he's going to have a Jermichael Finley-like year, a year where he plays as well as he can play. And, you know, with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, the number 1 quarterback, if you haven't seen that video, watch it. I see anything being a possibility. So I expect him to have a number 5 wide receiver, or number 5 tight end, year. So number 4, I have Jason Witten of the Dallas Cowboys. Jason Witten, he's a guy that, you know what, he's consistently good at playing the tight end position. He's consistently good. Hopefully Tony Romo will have a better year because I think Tony Romo has talent. He does. He just chokes a lot. He's not a clutch quarterback. He's the LeBron James of football besides LeBron's last year. So maybe, you know what, maybe Romo will have a good year this year. Who knows? But so I think Witten's going to be able to put it in the end zone a lot like he does because when you get down there, tight ends really are big guys that can make a nice little curl route, box a guy out, or do whatever you need to do at the goal line and, you know, catch it and fall in. So I think Witten's going to be really good there because he is a good tight end. He is, and he's on a team with a fairly good quarterback. And, you know, I think he should be able to have a year at number 4. I don't put him at number 3, 2, or 1 because, you know, he hasn't proved anything to me. I mean, Witten has, but Romo hasn't. So that's why him and Jermichael Finley, those are guys that, although they didn't have the greatest year last year, I expect them to do better this year. So he's my number 4. At number 3, the playoff game winner against the New Orleans Saints, the recipient of that pass from Alex Smith, Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis he's a monster out there. He's always been good, but the 49ers have never been good. And now, well, since like Jerry Rice, but recently. And, you know, now they have a couple more wide receiver options with, you know, Mario Manningham and Randy Moss. So I think that Alex Smith's going to be looking to throw the ball more because he has more options. And, you know, Vernon Davis is still going to get open just as much as he did last year. And I think with more throws, Vernon Davis is still going to get the kind of receptions he got. He got almost wide receiver-like receptions last year. And I think he's going to have another great year with the San Francisco 49ers. And I think he's going to be the 3rd best tight end in the league. So, at number 2, I have Jimmy Graham of the New Orleans Saints. Jimmy Graham had a hell of a year. No one really knew him before this year, and you know, he took the spotlight. He really did. He scored a really good amount of touchdowns, and everyone just fell in love with his story. He grew up in a poor family and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not taking away from that. I'm just not going to go through his whole life story here. But, you know, he had a great year, and I think Drew Brees knows that, you know, Graham is reliable. He's a reliable tight end, which he showed last year, for now and the future. And I just see him blooming into this great, almost like Antonio Gates like tight end from, you know, back when Antonio Gates was the man, and being up there in the top 2, you know, always. And the reason why he's not number 1 is because I don't think you can put Rob Gronkowski, in the not number one spot. He had a record-breaking season last year for tight ends. I mean, there's nothing. What more do you need to know? To be honest, his injury. He had a small injury this offseason. I'm not worried about it. With Tom Brady at quarterback, he's gonna get. That's a passing team right there. That is a passing team. They don't run the ball well. They pass. With Brady at quarterback, they pass. So they pass so much that you can have two tight ends and still, if you play fantasy football, this is not for fantasy football, this top 5, but if you do, both of their tight ends are going to get drafted because that's just how many receptions they get, and that's how much the Patriots pass the ball. Although they run that 2 tight end system, Rob Gronkowski is still their tight end. He's their go-to guy in the end zone because their star receiver, Wes Welker, is a small guy. I mean, don't take away from Wes Welker. He's a great wide receiver. But he's a small guy, and it's hard to get him open in the end zone because he can be so easily covered. So you run Gronkowski in there. He's open every time, making amazing catches and scoring touchdowns. And that's really the difference between Rob Gronkowski and all these other guys. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We're on Twitter at LiveSportsTalk. On Spreaker.com with a podcast. Just type in LiveSportsTalk. You'll find us. And our website is up and running. LiveSportsTalk.webnode.com. WEBNODE.com. So, thanks for watching, and comment, like, subscribe, and that is it. Peace.